okay, we're in Meisner Park, but we want to check out the South Florida version instead of New York and cold places where the other YouTubers are doing some videos in Massachusetts.
Let's show them some sunshine and beautiful beaches.
That's right. So we've got some people around too. So he's walking right towards us. Check that out. I'm not sure he wants to do that. He doesn't know what we're doing, obviously. But let's go to Gumbo Limbo Park. So it's figuring out where that is. Okay, so it's kind of roundabout. It's not trivial, right? So let's check that out. All right.
So we are expecting lots of pedestrian cyclists, right?
Probably. Yep. That's a good. All right. So I just put it in autopilot mode. So that's interesting. It's creeping ahead. It's got the right side camera on.
I mean, here we are entering very busy road.
This is a very busy road, so I am ready and able to take over.
Oh, yeah.
And so please don't go while this car is going. Let's see. All right. Smart enough not to do that. Now let's see. Will it go? All right. Now it can go. All right. I don't mind that.
I'm surprised about the acceleration. It's pretty fast.
It's I would expect chill mode to be slower, quite frankly.
Yeah, well, me too. But like also for electric cars, there's still kind of that assumption they're quite slow.
That they're what? Slow or fast?
Quite slow, like for electric cars, but this.
Yes, well, that was before Tesla, that was certainly, people thought it was a golf cart, right?
Yeah.
But maybe separate from the self-driving, I'll give you a taste of like just acceleration in a Tesla, which is pretty remarkable. Even in the, again, I said this is not the performance model, but it doesn't, just the normal acceleration is incredibly fast with zero latency. So now, here we go. We just made a right turn, and let's do the full. All right, so it sees people. What's it gonna do? What's it gonna do? So that was not a crosswalk. It slowed down. Interesting. So if they were in the crosswalk, it would have stopped. But it was trying to figure out, like, it looked like, and they did, right? They waited. They didn't keep going. Oh, look at that. I was thinking it has the guy wrong, because I was looking over there.
Yeah.
But look, there he is. The guy in the car.
Yeah.
That's like completely over there.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. So how many cameras?
And look, here's a bicyclist.
Yeah.
So there's 8 cameras all around. And then a 9th up here looking at the driver. And so, when people think about this or worry about, how could a robot be as safe as a human, right? You have to think about, okay, people don't have 8 eyes, right? They've got 2 eyes and they can turn their head, but just intrinsically having 8 cameras running all the time continuously has got to be fundamentally safer. Now, until the software gets as good as it can be, it may not be. But, in the long term, having continuous monitoring 24/7, like all the way around 360 degrees, has got to be safer than what a human can do. Because, in fact, I'm on a bike every day, and so I worry about that. Like, is the car going to give extra room, for example, to a bicyclist? And I've been pleased so far where it does. But if we may get some evidence of that here as well.
But also when you've got oncoming traffic as well, right?
How does it deal with that?
Changes?
Yes. Right. Or, as you know, on A1A here, right, sometimes you get a pack of bicycles.
I know.
You have 20 of them, 40 of them. How does it handle that? Probably if it was in the New York mode, it would honk the horn and give the finger or something.
But this is just for the viewers. So we are now entering the North Ocean Boulevard, and right in front of us you have the Atlantic Ocean.
Right.
We'll show you
beautiful
views after.
Yes, we'll get a good view of that. but it's pretty good resolution, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
And this basically is new, improved. They had earlier versions of this with autopilot, pre FSD, but it really got better with this latest update. And, so when you think about it, like from an AI perspective, so it's using this. Tesla's using neural networks. And actually, I was listening to another YouTuber, so you should actually, if you're interested, there's some really good content out there where the current version is using, it actually has a separate neural network for each of the 8 cameras, and then it merges them together to give that total picture, like a 360, like a bird's eye view, that, where it then makes these decisions of, do I go, do I stop, do I change lanes, do I not? But what they're doing in like a future version is turning it into a single neural network that is less dependent on programming algorithms, where it's automated through the neural network. So if you see, we've got a green light here, and we'll see what happens. But again, we are being safe, so I will take over if I feel any time at risk for us or a pedestrian or a bicyclist. But it is really self-driving for sure, as you see.
Only single lane in front of us.
So that's easy.
And you've got cycling lane on the right and left as well, right?
Yes.
So we'll see if we come across any cyclists.
Right. We'll see if Tesla wants to go to the beach. No? Okay.
Yes.
Not yet. So I noticed that it goes through those stop signs that are there only if, stop when someone's in the crosswalk. And so I'm interested to see how it behaves in all of those scenarios. So far, it basically goes through those stop signs, but not if somebody's in there. So far it's been perfect, basically.
Yeah.
Well, here's some nice golf course views.
Yeah, beautiful golf course.
So again, foot's off the pedal here, and it just stopped appropriately. So now, hopefully, it doesn't try to pass cars and act like a aggressive mode. I hope not. Right? We'll see.
Oh, we've got cyclists.
We're there already. So we're gonna.
No, we've got cyclists.
Yeah, I know. Well. I want. Hopefully, let's see what happens here. So look, it's gonna go right out to the edge.
Wow.
Right out to the edge, right? Which is great. This is exactly.
And oncoming traffic as well.
Right. But it did the bicycles really well.
It was very good.
That was exactly what I'd love to see as a bicyclist, right? That autopilot can navigate, give the cyclist more room, and it doesn't just go down the center, whether it's whether it makes sense or not. Unfortunately, a few months ago there was a cyclist killed on the shoulder on the bike lane, effectively on A1A in Hillsborough Beach. But FSD, if it behaved just like we saw, it wouldn't have happened. And in that case, it was a distracted driver. So I think you probably have some nice beach views. Who can pass up a view like that? Nobody can pass up a view like that. Isn't that awesome? They're like the kite boarders are out in full force. Just a beautiful day, beautiful view, and yet the car is proceeding. It actually was looking for a spot to turn around. So this is a little better than the New York City view, I think.
And what do we have? 85 degrees.
85
outside?
degrees. Yeah, there it is. 85 degrees. Tesla knows.
My next car might be Tesla.
I knew that my objective is to win you over.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's my objective, is to win you over.
Well, if it could self-drive me to work every morning, it would be amazing.
Well, it actually does really well on the highway. And it's actually done that for a while. Okay, we want to extend our beach trip a little further, and we'll go back and navigate to Waterstone. Let's see if we can get there. Go to Waterstone Restaurant. Oh, here's Waterstone. Okay, so I'm gonna to go in autopilot, and hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it doesn't. I did not trust it there. I think it would have done the right thing, but I'm not sure. And especially,
So did you actually intervene?
I did intervene. Yes.
Oh, wow.
So I touched the brake there.
Okay.
So,
I think you just came to go back on the beach.
One demerit for autopilot there. Let's see. And now let's see how it does with the same bicyclist. So it gave him some space. Yeah. And so now what's going to happen is Tesla is recording every time there's a disengagement. So that adds to the data.
Yeah.
And so what they can do now is automatically look at what were the conditions before that disengagement. So the disengagement can then add to the intelligence of the neural network to know that, okay, there was a bicyclist here, there was a car somewhere, at a certain speed, and the driver disengaged, and therefore build that into the model so that the next time it probably is less aggressive and maybe waits. And again, I think it would have stopped anyway.
Yeah.
I just didn't trust it, and so that's how we're training this, right, on an ongoing basis. And if you noted, there was a little beep there. And that was because it thought that my hand was off the wheel. And even though my hand's on the wheel, I wasn't putting much pressure on it.
Yeah.
And so what I did is I just clicked this a notch to say I'm here.
Yeah.
So I know you're watching me, camera, but you so it knows I'm paying attention. Describe this. Okay, so we have a bicyclist up here again. So let's see how that works. So if you notice again, the screen went blue a little bit. That was giving me that warning. So let's see how it does. See that? It actually went onto the green, onto the yellow line to give as much space as possible because there was no oncoming traffic.
Yeah.
And then as soon as the oncoming traffic came, it moved over. So what I was saying is we're teaching it. And somebody had a great analogy, which is relevant to say it's kind of like FSD beta is kind of like driving with a 16-year-old learning how to drive.
Yeah.
Where they're making short stops, or they're accelerating, or they're jerking the wheel a little bit.
Yeah.
So I think that's actually a decent analogy. Is you're teaching a 16-year-old to drive, but it learns, and the more drivers. And that's one of these big benefits that I think Tesla has over all of the competition. Is right now there's a few thousand, but as it grows, there's many thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands that have autopilot, which is the step down from FSD, but it's basically navigating highways in terms of changing lanes and staying in the lane and braking. And so it literally has millions and millions, maybe, I don't know, billions. There's so many miles that Tesla has, and it continues to add to the data. Here's a nice view. A couple of boats along the way. This is Lake Boca. Well, okay, so they gave this bicyclist lots of space, went all the way to the edge. Lots of walkers here. Just finding them, seeing the walkers. That's good. I feel good about that. Now we're back. It's slowing down, which is good. I'm happy about that. That's interesting. Your destination is on the right. And so there it is.
Yeah.
There's the Waterstone, but it's not exactly what I had in mind in terms of a good place to stop. See?
Well, it should still take us to the right.
It should, but it's not. So So what we're going to do now is file a bug report. So to do a bug report, I'm going to say, bug report, the navigation system didn't take us to the front entrance of Waterstone Restaurant. And so it went voice to text and submitted a bug report to Tesla, and there's going to be a human that reads these bug reports.
That's Pretty cool. I
And
think it's so
then
important to actually give feedback. Okay, so we have survived the
That's
FSD
right. That's right.
option.
Didn't
And
kill you.
no, it didn't. It was overall like really great experience because it was my first drive in an electric vehicle,
Right.
and plus testing this FSD beta option was great experience. Just to give us an example, like how data accumulation can really drive innovation, right?
Right. Right.
So we had everything from valet parking,
Valley
challenges,
parking. That was hard.
cyclists,
Pedestrians. That's right.
roads without any lanes,
Yeah.
right?
That's right.
as well.
That's right.
Yeah.
So one disengagement.
Only one.
Right.
Okay.
So just to clarify what happened there, the car heading onto A1A, I saw a bicyclist coming in a car. I think the car would have stopped, but I didn't trust it, and want to be as cautious and as safe as possible. So I stopped.
Yeah.
And as soon as I touch the brake, basically the car stops,
Yeah.
and the autopilot goes off.
Yeah.
So it really is intrinsically safe. There isn't anything that puts people in danger.
Yeah.
And now, again, talking to your data point, is that Tesla now recognizes that, okay, in that condition with a bicyclist and a car coming at a certain speed, I disengaged, I hit the brakes,
Yeah.
and so now they can automatically analyze and capture that data so
Yeah.
that next time, right, it
Yeah.
probably will.
It adds like another point towards the safety record. Yeah.
Exactly. So
What else? Okay, so maybe next time we'll try the highway or something else.
that's
but
right. That would be good.
I'm just
good
a
example.
little bit step closer to maybe getting my Tesla.
Okay.
Maybe it will be my next Christmas
So
present.
I'm still working on turning you over, becoming a Tesla fan.
Perfect. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed it today. We are saying our goodbyes from beautiful Boca Raton in Florida, and have a great day. Bye.